perks. They're great.
As fans began connecting the dots between these incidents, their suspicion grew stronger that Oprah played a significant role in Toni's decline. This perception was fueled by the well-known conflict between Oprah and Mo'Nique. Many believe that Oprah had effectively derailed Mo'Nique's career, and there were even rumors that Mo'Nique was on the brink of homelessness. The lack of any public apology from Oprah for the harm inflicted upon Mo'Nique only added to these suspicions.
I hear you have Gucci flatware. I'm Oprah Winfrey and I don't have Gucci flatware.
First of all, I didn't know Gucci made silverware.
You ain't got Gucci flatware because you didn't want to buy it. It's not because you couldn't afford it. What do you mean? And immediately, she made me feel...
Toni Braxton!
She was so freaking mean to me. I was in shock.
Do you take responsibility for the situation that you're in right now?
100%.
100%?
100%. I couldn't believe it because I loved her so much. I admired her and looked up to her. And she pretty much reprimanded me.
I read that you were upset about stories that your overspending caused this.
She says to me, I hear you have Gucci flatware. I'm Oprah Winfrey and I don't have Gucci flatware.
First of all, I didn't know Gucci made silverware.
You ain't got Gucci flatware because you didn't want to buy it. It's not because you couldn't afford it. What do you mean? And immediately, she made me feel this big. This big. That moment completely changed my career. It made people look down on me.
After Toni Braxton filed a new lawsuit, Oprah Winfrey's meticulously maintained public persona is coming under intense scrutiny. Even though Oprah Winfrey's treatment of Mo'Nique left a lasting impression on many, the lawsuit is putting her in the public eye for all the wrong reasons, despite the fact that she has long been hailed as a media mogul and philanthropist.
Everyone thinks Oprah is one of the most loving people on earth, but is she really? Actress Mo'Nique accused her of going behind her back and betraying her. They were good friends until Oprah invited Mo'Nique's abusive family onto her talk show without Mo'Nique knowing. Sick of being taken advantage of, Mo'Nique decided to speak out, but it only made things worse.
For 8 years, my family has suffered and my career has suffered.
What really happened when Mo'Nique finally confronted Oprah?
Oprah Winfrey, you know what you need to do and stop hiding. People are beginning to see you for who you are.
A lot of people said, how could you say that? Oprah is a human being. She bleeds, she breathes, and one day she'll expire. And if you feel like there's something you need to say to anyone, I feel like you should say it.
When it comes to Oprah and Mo'Nique's falling out, it's actually more complicated than it seems. We discovered that it's deeply personal. So both Oprah and Mo'Nique grew up in very abusive households. Mo'Nique had always looked up to Oprah ever since she was young.
I'm a little black fat girl from Baltimore, Maryland. And I saw this fat black woman on a TV show. We took a field trip to that studio. And I hugged that woman. And I said, when I grow up, Miss Winfrey, I want to do what you do. And she said, you know, you gotta work really hard.
And she did just that. She worked extremely hard and achieved her dreams of becoming a stand-up comedian. And every time her path crossed with Oprah, they grew closer and closer.
That woman hugged me and said, when I look at you, I ain't doing nothing but looking at me. And I shared my relationship with her about my mother, as she shared hers with me.
And so by the time she got her big break doing the movie Precious, it was a great opportunity for her to work with Lee Daniels, which was an old friend, and Oprah as well. Everybody was so used to seeing Mo'Nique as a comedian that nobody was expecting her to do such a great job.
The first thing I said to her was, who's your favorite designer? Because you need to get your dress ready to walk down that red carpet to the Oscars, girl.
Everyone was talking about Mo'Nique's performance. Now producers are wanting to fly her around the world. They want her to promote the movie. But at this point, her priorities had already shifted.
There was a request from the movie studio that I fly to France for the Cannes Film Festival. I simply said I respectfully declined. And I said to them, my deal is with Lee Daniels, and I've done my job. I did all of my contractual obligations, and I was done.
Why wouldn't she want to go to Cannes?
At this point, she'd already had 2 failed marriages. By the 3rd marriage, she was desperate to spend time with her family.
When they called, I had a couple days just downtime. I wanted to spend that with my husband and my kids. I said, guys, I'm spending time with my family. I'm gonna pass. And they all agreed.
Mo'Nique thought she had the support of everybody, Oprah, the producers, but it was far from the truth.
We were on the campaign and she was making unreasonable demands. You gotta play ball. This is not just show. It's show business.
And the backlash only got worse.
I got labeled as difficult because I said one word, and that was no. Now I said no to some very powerful people. What Tyler Perry showed me, Lee Daniels, Oprah Winfrey and Lionsgate, when you don't do what we ask you to do, we'll take your livelihood.
But this isn't the only difficulty that Mo'Nique is facing at the time. So while she's getting backlash because she wasn't playing the game, Mo'Nique had been betrayed by somebody that she never saw coming. This is where things shift from professional to deeply personal.
What happened?
Oprah Winfrey called us up and she said my brother wanted to come on the show.
Your older brother you described as a monster, and he abused you.
Yes.
From the time you were
7.
How did he abuse you? Are we talking about sexual abuse?
Yes. She said, if you don't want me to have your brother on the show, I will cancel the show. But I wanted to call you up to see how you felt first.
Mo'Nique thought Oprah had her back, but that was not the case.
I began to see commercials with my brother, my mother, my father, and my other brother. Now, the reason why that means so much is because in the conversation we had about my brother, we then went deeper and we began to talk about our relationships with our mothers and our fathers. She never said my mother was coming on that show, because had Oprah Winfrey said, I'm gonna have your mother, I would have said, shut it down.
Not only are you betrayed by somebody that you thought was your friend, but somebody that has lived the same experience as you and should know how deep that would hurt.
It probably was a really bad mistake on Oprah's part, but according to Mo'Nique, Oprah didn't apologize for it.
And pry into their problems, which I cannot imagine having a friend invite my brother who had molested me onto her show to make him look better.
Some may think that you're only doing this to get into the good graces of your sister now because she has an Academy Award.
Nah, I'm doing this to apologize to my sister, to hopefully bring back some family unity.
As for their relationship now, Mo'Nique recently told Barbara Walters there is none.
Did your brother ever apologize to you?
The apology that I got from my brother is, if you think I did something wrong, then I'm sorry.
They were my exact words to my sister. Well, there's no more if you think I did it. You were absolutely right with what you said. I did it. I'm not proud of it. Mo'Nique, I'm sorry.
Mo'Nique's brother seems like a disgusting person. I couldn't find any clips of her father and mother on this show. Those have been pretty much wiped from the internet, but Mo'Nique speaks about watching her family on television and how painful it was.
And I'm watching my father sit there, who was a strong alcoholic. I'm watching him drunk. I'm watching my mother be greedy. I'm watching my other brother, who was my manager, be greedy. I know my family. And I'm watching my brother who molested me sit on this stage trying to paint this picture of I'm trying to be a help, but now I'm watching the scam. As much as they keep talking, I'm seeing the scam take place.
Oprah loves to act like she is an advocate for victims, but if she's having predators like this man onto her show against the wishes of her friend, then she's not an advocate at all. Then in 2013, there was an Oscars party, and at this party, Mo'Nique saw Oprah and confronted her.
Whatever you need to say, this is the place to say it. Whatever you need to say, this is the place to say it. So they were going around the room getting people's feelings on how they felt about when they got this Oscar. And it got to be my turn. And I really wasn't impressed with the Oscar. So I really didn't have anything to say to Lupita other than, baby, play it your way. This is your turn. So do it the way you want to do it. So you don't look back and say, I wish I would have. No one else can tell you how to do it, but you can do it your way, because it's your name that will be called. You're the nominee. And then I looked to Oprah Winfrey. And I said, you know, you and I need to have this conversation.
So they're chilling at an Oscars party. They're all sharing their experiences about their feelings of winning an Oscar. And when Mo'Nique shares hers, she turns over to Oprah and says, you know what? We need to have a conversation.
Why would you have my mother on your show?
This is from...
in front of everyone. So for all the women that were there, the one thing, people can say I'm loud, they can say I'm tactless, they can say I'm overbearing, as Oprah Winfrey has considered me, but what they've never said is she's a liar. Ain't nobody ever said Mo'Nique is lying. So for all them women that was there that night, they know exactly what was said. And I said to her, how could you have my mother on your show? That's not what we discussed. And you don't understand what I've had to walk through since you've had my mother on your show. See, I gotta deal with women coming up to me in the Walmart saying, Mo'Nique, your mama ain't I gotta deal with that. Now I gotta defend. They ain't lying, but I still gotta defend it because that's my mother.
So Mo'Nique was upfront with Oprah about how uncomfortable she was with her putting her family, especially her mother, on her show. And this is what Oprah had to say back to Mo'Nique.
And she said, if you think I did something wrong, I wanna apologize. And what my husband taught me a long time ago, an apology is not something that you think you need to give. If somebody else think you need to give it, it's what you feel.
However, why would Oprah say those things? Was it because Oprah perceived Toni Braxton's expanding fan base as a threat to her own? Or was it because Braxton was the next big thing that threatened her authority?
You ain't got Gucci flatware because you didn't want to buy it. It's not because you couldn't afford it. What do you mean? And immediately, she made me feel this big.
How could anybody blow through upwards of $50 million? Well, start with a fetish for silverware and sheets, throw in a few other big-ticket items, and mix with some bad luck, and there you have it. It happened to superstar Toni Braxton, and Nick Watt has the confessions of this fallen star who's now happily on the rise.
Unbreak my heart, say you love me again.
Who hasn't sung along to that? What a classic. That was 16 years ago when Toni Braxton was bathing in the glow of Grammy glory. Unbreak My Heart topped the charts for 11 weeks. That was then, and this is now.
I think I'm gonna dance.
She's still got it, but you will not believe all that's happened along the road. Divorce, life-threatening illness, career troughs, and bankruptcy. Twice.
I have my moments, I have my days, good days and bad days. I can't deny it.
The good days began in 1992, when Toni exploded onto the music scene, garnering a host of awards.
Toni Braxton.
Toni Braxton.
Toni Braxton.
Global superstar, loving the good times while they lasted.
Thank you. That was my high, performing. That's the best feeling. The attention is what gives me joy.
And then the lifestyle is incidental.
The perks are lovely. I can't deny the perks. They're great. I mean, in the beginning, it's all new. Anything new, you want it all.
The trouble was, while her records were selling millions, she was only taking home thousands.
170 million in sales, and you got $1,972? Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. An advancement on the next record. And then the next record, so you kind of stay in debt in a sense.
And that, says Braxton, is what brought on bankruptcy #1 back in 1998. Well, that and a serious home decor addiction, a bank-busting flatware habit.
You perhaps slightly lost touch with reality.
I love dishes and house things, so I kind of lost it a little bit on the houseware. Plates and Fabergé.
That's not very rock and roll, though, is it?
No, it's not very rock and roll. See, I'm a boring rock star. I'm a boring one. But that kind of stuff, the girly things, oh yeah, that's what I indulged in.
Really?
Oh yeah, and sheets and 1,000 count, thread count, all that.
That's about the weirdest.
I'm a little odd, fickle.
In 2000, armed with a new record deal guaranteeing her millions of dollars, Toni returned to prominence, even performing at the Super Bowl. But success was short-lived. Her next 3 albums only sold a few 100,000 copies each.
There have been albums that don't sell.
Those
How do you deal with that?
That's like that one night stand you don't want to talk about. You don't want anyone to know about those records that didn't do well. I have a few of those.
Bad sales, so what?
All right, Las Vegas.
Toni took her music directly to the fans. The Vegas Review Show. And then 18 months later, a startling turn of events.
The doctors told me that I would never be able to perform. They said 1 or 2 songs here and there occasionally.
Braxton was diagnosed with microvascular angina, a narrowing of vessels in the heart, and later lupus, an hereditary autoimmune disease that killed her uncle. Her self-financed Vegas comeback was over.
The Vegas show, I just renewed all my contracts with all my vendors. And then a month later, I got sick.
Cue bankruptcy number 2, with reported debts upwards of a staggering $50 million.
The issue is that there was like $15,000 owed to Tiffany. And that makes people think.
But some of the things you read aren't true, because I heard that I owed BMW too, and I don't own a BMW. But I cared what my audience thought about me.
In what sense?
Because you're supposed to be smarter.
And so I suppose it must annoy you that people like me ask you about it.
No, because I get to tell my story. Depending on how you edit it. Where's it? Where's it? I'm joking.
The Grammy winner was so desperate to unbreak her bank account that she was driven to, well, nearly to nudity.
There's nothing wrong with doing Playboy. I mean, the women are beautiful. I thought about it.
I mean, the money must have been tempting.
The money was tempting, but I'm thinking, I have kids, I have a son, I have boys. What are their friends gonna say? I saw Denim and Diesel's mom knockers. That's not a good thing.
But before you shed tears for this diva, a reality check. When a big deal like Braxton goes bust, she doesn't wind up living in a Motel 6 and working the night shift at a diner. So don't feel too bad for her. Her sister Tracy doesn't.
Is this what it means to be bankrupt? Sign me up. Did you see the size of that pool?
She still lives in Bel Air.
You have to see outside.
That's Braxton Family Values, the reality show on WeTV that she uses to tell her side of her story.
Very fortunate, my bankruptcy situation worked out really great for me.
Appearance on the Oprah Winfrey Show in March of '98.
Please welcome Toni Braxton! She was so freaking mean to me. I was in shock.
Do you take responsibility for the situation that you're in right now?
100%.
100%?
100%. I couldn't believe it because I loved her so much. I admired her and looked up to her. And she pretty much reprimanded me.
I read that you were upset about stories that your overspending caused this.
She says to me, I hear you have Gucci flatware. I'm Oprah Winfrey and I don't have Gucci flatware.
First of all, I didn't know Gucci made silverware.
You ain't got Gucci flatware because you didn't want to buy it. It's not because you couldn't afford it. What do you mean? And immediately, she made me feel this big. This big. That moment completely changed my career. It made people look down on me.
On Mo'Nique's show, Toni Braxton made an appearance, and the two appeared to be getting along surprisingly well.
What are some of your influences?
I love Toni Braxton. I felt like
I haven't heard that in a while. I love 22, but I haven't heard
Toni, it's so weird, you know, face recognition is kind of hard when you're a young kid, you know, and I always felt like she resembled my mom. So I kind of like always gravitated to her just off physical appearance, but like her music, like I know for sure my mom was also a Toni fan, so I love Toni. She's the bomb still.
You know, I grew up listening to people like Toni Braxton, and now I think she has a reality show that she does, you know, but I love her.
Entertainer young girls would come to me and say, you know, we've been watching you and LaBelle for forever. Like Beyonce, they were watching the three of us, you know, for a long time. And when I saw them and they would ask me certain things, I felt so blessed. Toni Braxton and her sisters came to my house a long time ago. We had dinner in my dining room and they wanted advice. Back in the day, Mary J would call me all the time for advice. And I love the way they feel about me. Like if I'm at least 20 aunts a day in the airport, can we call you Auntie Patty or Mother? So many, and what a blessing. You know, to me, I love that. Call me that. Yeah, so I'm here for info to give you. Yeah. Because I've been where most of them are trying to get.
Oh my God. Well, can I just say, first of all, Toni Michelle Braxton, I love you, girl. Okay, that's number one. And I'm just really honored that they asked me to honor her. Like, her music takes you to wherever you were the first time you heard it. I was in Soundcheck yesterday going through the tribute with the other singers who are doing the tribute for Toni today, and every song was just like, oh God, yes. Oh God, yes. Oh my God, I remember the first time I heard that song. So she has the soundtrack to a generation. I was a young woman coming into my adulthood and becoming a mommy and a wife, and I remember when she said, love should have brought you home last night. I knew what she was talking about. You should have been with me. Should have been right by my side. I felt it. So, yeah, Toni freaking Braxton, man. Mama Evelyn, you told me sing that song. I'm going to sing the song tonight. I'm going to sing it. I promise you I am. I'm going to sing.
Music through my story. And so that keeps me going. Because it's a lot of times that I'm just like, I'm over it. Deuces. You know what I mean? It's a lot of times I feel like that. And I've been talking about, I watched the Braxton show. I love the show. And I was listening to Toni Braxton speak the other night, and she was talking about how she's lost the passion and the love for music, and I almost broke down and cried. And you look back at all the things she's done, and her talent is amazing. And for somebody that was born into music, and it literally is music, to say that they don't have that passion anymore, it broke my heart. And I think that comes from all the other drama and all the other dumb stuff that comes with the industry now. That's changed so much. Because I think when she first got into it, it wasn't as deep as it is now. For me, I don't ever want to get to that point. And I was almost at that point. And I think the people, they let me know why I do what I do, regardless of all the negative, or if anybody else has anything else to say at this point, I really don't care.
First thing Monday morning, I'm gonna pack my tears away. Got no cause to look back, I'm looking for me a better way. Oh no, see the thing of it is we deserve respect, but you can't demand respect without your head back. Comes a time when we must all make a change, darling. Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. 'Cause everything's gonna be alright, you know. Let it flow, baby. Let it flow, baby, yeah. Oh, but it's gonna be alright, you know. Yeah.
Kitten, where it gets tough. So I'll be Toni, and you be yourself.
How about you mean the world to me?
5, 6. You mean the world to all the world. My everything.
These girls think that Tamar's goofing off, but she's really testing them. This is her way of trying to see what they're really made of. So I get it.
Hold up, this is the bonus. Are you ready for this? What you gonna do?
Braxton, as an artist, the films always reflect in your music as well. Also, always reflects the times that we're living in. What about this time do you feel like is special about this film and the release of this film?
I think a film like this is never. I think it's always. How can I say this? When I think of what President Mandela did, and you see that Bishop Desmond Tutu was able to, I should say, make that happen and bringing everyone together. And it's this beautiful, sad story, but at the end, it's I would say that it's wonderful how he made that happen, how he brought all those people together and all the hatred, and he made something positive happen. And the mother's love. The hardest thing to me to do is to love somebody who hates you. And just that mother's moment when she was on the stand, that's what did it for me when I was able to write a song that conveyed what they were trying to do. Yes, I wanted to say that, yes. It's about forgiveness, and that's what I loved about the movie. It's about forgiveness, and if you can forgive somebody for hating you and killing your family, whoa, that demonstrates a whole different kind of love that I hope to be able to do someday. Thank you for having me.
Our next guest has sold more than 40 million records worldwide and won 6 Grammys. She had successful runs on Broadway and in Vegas. But tonight, oh baby, tonight, our sister is right here to perform and tell us about all her new music. Please welcome one of the baddest sisters in the game, Miss Toni Braxton! I sit here and I watch the reactions of the people, baby.
Love you too, guys. Thank you so much.
Look at that, baby. You see my man? Look, he said, I'm not okay. I am not okay. Brother, feel every emotion you want to feel right now. Feel every emotion. Now, do you see what happens when you have been away from us for 5 years? It has been 5 years, baby. When we say you brought us a sound that we had never heard before, you gave us that short haircut that we was too afraid to rock our damn self till you wore it. You gave us the body, you gave us the looks, but you had to take time off to take care of Miss Toni.
I had to do it.
Tell us about it, Mama.
I had to take a little time for myself. I'm a mom, I have 2 kids. My youngest son, Diesel, he suffers from autism. Wanted to make sure he was okay. And let me tell you guys, he's doing great because we found out early. He's in mainstream school. Doing great. He still has his therapies and things like that, but he's doing great. And with myself personally, I had a little heart scare. They told me I had something called microvascular angina. But at first, they told me I needed a heart transplant. So it was really scary. It was a bad time for me. So I had to take some time off, get myself healthy. And now I'm great, and I can come back to work. So this is good.
What'd you say, Rodney?
Oh, she's great.
Oh, she's great. She's great. See, Toni, you be rocking. Let's look at that.
I work out hard, though.
Did you bring my outfit like that, Toni?
I did. We're going to do something together?
Yes,
Next
baby.
time. Next time,
Because I won't appreciate it, okay? Can somebody bring my stockings or something?
Guys, okay, I have to tell the audience this. You know, Mo'Nique did a song that's going to be on my album. You guys know that, right? We're not doing it tonight, but next time when I come back.
Okay, I did.
When I come back.
Do a song on my sister's album.
She rocked it.
And I got a call. See, this is the beauty of sisterhood in this industry. I got a call from my sister. She said, Mo'Nique, can you come drop something for me on my album, baby? I said, Toni, I'm on my way. Now I get in the studio. It is myself and your beautiful husband, Carrie. Yes. And we laying down these tracks. He said, just go in there and say something.
It was hot.
And we did it, baby.
It's hot.
And Toni, I know you ain't got nothing to do with this, but they ain't paid me my damn money.
They did it!
They paid me my damn money, Toni. See? I want my money.
I know that's right. I will make sure you get your money.
Spaghetti and chicken. I want my damn money, Toni.
That's not a good look. I will make sure you have it tomorrow.
See, it's a beautiful look for you because you didn't know nothing about it.
I did not know. I wouldn't have mentioned it.
People, who are they?
Wait, one of them is here. Where you at?
Where is that? Are they here?
One is here.
Let me just say something right to the record people while they're here. Listen here. I'm going to tell you right from my heart. I never bring any harm to you because that's not who I am. All I want is my damn money.
I know that's
if you don't
right.
give it to me, Mama Lou going to whip your ass. I'm going to tell you that right now. Give me my damn money.
That's crazy.
Now, the new album.
Yes, the new album.
Pulse. Where does the title come from?
I got it from when I got ill, and I didn't think I would ever be able to perform again because once you've had a heart attack or anything like that, it was very challenging for me to walk from the bed to the bathroom. I couldn't breathe, nothing. And they didn't understand. I said, you're so young. Why is she having this? But they're finding a lot of young women, mothers, are having like they have pains in their chest. They don't understand why. They have positive EKGs. It's a little bit abnormal, but nothing else. Everything's fine. But I was having some serious damage going on in my heart. But I'm much better. Medication, some things for the rest of my life, but I am sound. I can do an hour-and-a-half show now.
Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, and Lionsgate. They wanted me to come work for free. They wanted me to go over to Cannes and promote this film internationally. And I said to them, I said, guys, my deal is with Lee Daniels, and I've done my job. And they all agreed. And this is what happens, in my humble opinion, when you don't go up to the hotel room.
Your job is to go and promote said movie.
Yes.
No. So when they wanted you to come, and we've had this conversation, and I said if you had called me, I could have schooled you on what was expected.
And when we did have that conversation, and what I said to you, my sweet sister, I said, Whoopi, at what point do we stop saying the next time? Because what was expected.
But I
want to answer it though.
Yeah.
I want to answer when you said
You
contractual.
wanted to get paid for the publicity?
Please let me answer. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. If I had done something wrong contractually, they would have sued me.
On top of that, when we do shows, you still charge her. I don't charge her.
When the last time have I charged you for a show?
Tamar
It's been
hasn't charged you
years.
for a show for years. My sister Tamar never charges me to do background singing for me. My sister Trina does. My sister Tawanda, she's an executive assistant. That makes sense for her to get a salary. I just wish every situation was not about Toni's savings and loans.
I have never charged Toni. And what I am saying is it pissed me off. When I saw that you and Tawanda get paid, I was pissed off.
What do you think then? Is Oprah truly as awful as the public portrays her to be? If you enjoy this video, please leave a comment below and click the subscribe button to ensure you don't miss any more. Keep it real, family. Until then.